Hi, this is Cicely at YBCA's Community Engagement, and we're here on location in Oakland, visiting artists that are in the East Side Stories exhibition. I have with me here today North Pitney. Tell us about your background as an artist and why you live and work here in Oakland.
I moved here 2 weeks after my birth and have been here pretty much ever since. I'm living back in the house in East Oakland that I grew up in. I sort of ended up at CCA where I met Barney. I was really excited about the program that Barney had put together with art and technology. I'm very interested in what thought is and how we navigate and memory and the overlaps between the made world and the natural world. I could pursue my interest in machine intelligence with the resources that I do have. And I have very limited programming skills and even more limited electronics and fabrication skills. But I did have a little bit of background in film and editing, and especially within the context of real-time editing in a computer. When we started this project, we sort of had it in the back of our minds that we were going to see if we could get the machine to have some awareness of what constituted an aesthetic act. That we knew we could see these moments of gesture in it where it became very alive looking, but we were hard pressed to think of a strategy for making that explicit. We didn't want to give it instructions and choreograph it. So the idea of using image as a substitute for memory and as a medium within which to enact its thought process, where it would change image and it would refer back to the image and it would use the image as its medium of learning was a really exciting thing for both of us when we struck on it.
Tell me about your current obsession and how it's informing your artwork.
I really think with my hands. I in my spare time I do woodworking and I work in the garden and I sail, and that's very much with my hands. I work on my boat. I'm always find myself staring at my hands, just watching them work, and my brain kind of tries to keep up and follow along with what it's observing in the things that are coming out of my hands. Working with your hands really in this palette really lends to this style of thinking, this sort of spontaneous generation of forms and ideas, where you're learning by trying to fit things together how they're going to behave and how you need to contextualize them or frame them or put them together. And so I just love working with my hands in any context.
If you could venture an attempt at writing your obituary, what would you say?
A couple years ago, I sat through my grandfather's eulogy given by my uncle, and I was really stunned. Like, he just went on and on about the things that this man had done that I never knew about, that were just mind-blowing. And I could never live up to the sort of ideal eulogy that I would write for myself, so I'd rather just have something like, North, he tried, or North was here. That'd be good enough.